2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And Memphis is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Grizzlies will be going up against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, they've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. And Joel Embiid missed all of last season with an injury. Now that he's getting some action on the floor, Kenny, how do you see him developing?
Well, he's very fluid. You know, he's got great movement, gets up and down the floor for his size. You know, he's got really good footwork for a guy who's been sitting out that long. He's a legitimate 7-footer, Shaq, and, you know, those
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Back in Memphis, the Grizzlies tip off the beginning of a homestand. This their first look at this year's Washington squad. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games.
An East-West showdown, only one of 2 games between these squads.
And because of that, the time is now to seize control of the matchup. We'll see who strikes first.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Wizards. Nash out there with Goodrich. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Dominique Wilkins. And it's Jang in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. No good from Bird. Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dave Yig. Doris?
We talked about the keys to this game, and he singled out Paul Millsap as a player they've simply got to be mindful of. Coach told me he's always been an energy guy, someone you have to locate and box out every possession. But he's developed his offensive game to the point where he's more than just a hustle guy. He's also a scoring threat now, and a guy we can't leave open. They'll be watching him, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Allen, following the miss by Griffin. Left side, Wall. Over Nash. Here's Valanciunas. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest, that game against Portland.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Yeah, they got that second chance by virtue of forcing the overtime, and then things really swung in their favor after that.
Now here's Bird. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Griffin with the steal. And stolen by Nash. And now the fast break. Nash with the ball, and it's Wilkins finishing it off.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Griffin. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Here's Griffin. Dominique Wilkins making his last shot there. Screen by Valanciunas. Allen for three. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Wall against Nash. And Wall kicks to Griffin. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Wall against Nash. Dishes it to Jang. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Good on both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Allen, a screen on Wilkins. Bird against Wilkins. Bird kicks to Griffin. Great play by Bird to set it up. Griffin's got his second basket of the night.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
And Nash gets double teamed. And Griffin sends it back. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. And he misses the fast break layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Millsap, coming off a solid outing against Portland. And Wall. Here we go now. Outside Griffin. To the inside. Valanciunas. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Zhang with a screen on Bird. And it's Goodrich missing.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Now here's Wall. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Washington trailing. Nash outside. Nash drawing the double team. Griffin against Wilkins. 14 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game. As a defender, you always have to stay on your man's hip. If you don't, that's what's going to happen.
All with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Bird misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Grizzlies timeout. All right, fans, let's get up. Let's get loud for your Grizz girls.
And here's a look at the stats for Nash. Some impressive play from him over the last month. 3rd in assists, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And, you know, you mentioned it. He does a great job running the offense, spotting the open man, and making the easy delivery.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Valanciunas. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wall passes to Allen. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Nash outside. Pass to Goodrich. Down low. The feed to Nash. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Allen. Hit his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. Beals checked in for the Grizzlies.
Bradley Beal.
Now the pass to Wall. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Second team foul.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Washington.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
So for the Wizards, Nene, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Jones comes in for Goodrich. And it's Dragic in for Steve Nash. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Wizards with the lead. Right side Wilkins. Griffin grabs the board. And so it's Memphis with it. Bird outside. He feeds it to Beal. Back to Bird. Shot clock at 5. For 3. Griffin's shot is off. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Dragic against Bird. Nene kicks to Wilkins. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
Here's Bird after the basket by Washington. Fades back. That doesn't go either for Griffin.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And the basket by Jones.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Wall. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Baseline jumper. And Embiid throws it down.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Now here's Griffin. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. Beal gets a wide open look. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Wizards leading by 3. Jones with it. Now Beal defending. Beal against Jones. Again, Millsap missing.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Now here's Bird. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. "18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And now just a 1-point Washington lead.
guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
All right, Memphis, you got your Grizz girls on the court. Give them a nice round of applause.
Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Wizards 5th.
You know, a team that shares the ball freely will create opportunities for the right player to score more times than not. They don't have to force it. Everybody recognizes that if they move and get open, the ball will find them.
And Memphis making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. And then for Washington, Williams, he's checked in for Millsap. And it's Andre Robertson in for Dominique Wilkins. Outside, Jones. Nene, the screen. Jones against Beal. Outside, Dragic. Shot clock at 5. Here's Nene. And that one comes up a bit short.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Bird right side. Kicks it to Beal. The 3. Can't hit. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Here's Robertson. Williams dishes to Dragic. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Memphis trailing here. Stevenson passes to Wall. Embiid the screen. Passes it to Beal. He dishes it to Bird. Fires top of the key. Again, Memphis. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And another miss by Washington.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jones against Wall. He kicks to Embiid. Takes it from 10. Rebounded by the Wizards. Now here's Dragic. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Misses off the right iron. Stevenson. The shot no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Memphis out in front, leading by a point. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And a chance now to hear from the Brazilian big man Nene about the development of this Wizards team. With Nene in the mix, that team is indeed capable and talented and can do some very special things.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's in a supporting role. And when he steps up in a big way, he gives them an X factor.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
We've got Bird. Allen is out there with Harris. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Stevenson in at the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now here comes Nash, leading the break. Here's the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. Nash has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Wizards. The Grizzlies shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Allen outside. They set the pick. There's the dish to Harris. On the wing, Stevenson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And he overshot that one, missing. The Wizards with the lead. Nash with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's Williams. But he recovers it. Tries again. The shot is off. Great D that time from Bird. Here's Stevenson. Allen kicks to Bird. Baseline jumper. And again, Memphis no good. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Jang a screen. Nash drawing the double team. Off the screen. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Williams has got his first points of the night.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Allen. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Harris setting the pick for Valanciunas. Stevenson with a clean look. Another miss by Stevenson.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Nash with no one around. Allen with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Pass to Stevenson. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
For a lot of tough teams in this league, here's where Washington sits right now in the rankings. First in three-point field goal percentage, third in scoring. And they also show up in the top 5 in assists. They've got scores, and they're a pretty good passing team as well.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens. And creating those open looks, that's been key.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw, no good. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Larry Bird. And then for Washington, Wilkins is checked in for Roberson. And it's Goodrich in for Jones. And he's good on the second. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Stevenson dishes to Griffin. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
First team foul.
The Grizzlies shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Wizards. Both good from the line that time. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. To the inside. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got 5 assists in the game.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Allen. Harris kicks to Griffin. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Griffin's got 4 points this quarter.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Nash against Harris. Here's Tang. Drops it in from 11 feet. Zhang's got 6 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
There's a good screen. Picked by Griffin. Harris a screen on Millsap. Harris with it. Guarded now by Nash. And stolen by Nash. Goodrich against Harris. Zhang a screen. Here's Goodrich. Offensive rebound. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Blake Griffin. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's averaging 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Zhang drops them both.
Looking at the numbers for Gorgui Zhang, he's got 8 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Now here's Allen. Hits the 3-point bomb. Allen's got 6.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Wilkins. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Here is Stevenson. Dominique Wilkins making his last shot there. Top of the key, Harris. Picked by Griffin. Stevenson inside the 3-point line. Off the iron that time.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Goodrich. Some solid defense from Harris. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Feeds to Valanciunas. To the paint. Here's Stevenson. Good.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Wizards have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. And Nash gets double teamed. Millsap has the open look. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. 6 points for Paul Millsap.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
And now let's bring you the list of the top 3-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. The Wizards second.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Wall's checked in. Here's Griffin. Goes up off the inbound. Another shot. Washington with the rebound. Millsap's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Nash, the pass to Millsap. Here's Goodrich. And it's off from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 5. All with it. Wilkins picks him up. And Wall kicks to Griffin. That one goes. Count it. Griffin's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Here's Wilkins. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Beautiful pass by Steve Nash.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Valanciunas with a screen on Nash. It's Allen with the drive. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Some changes for Memphis. Embiid comes in for Valanciunas, and Bradley Beal subbed in for Harris. And then for Washington, Nene comes in for Jang, and it's Dragic in for Steve Nash.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one. Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
They set the pick. It's Beal on the wing. Griffin sets the screen for Beal. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Nene, the screen. Goodrich kicks to Nene. He got right to the cup using that screen. Now it's a 7-point Washington lead. And here's Wall. Allen outside. Dishes to Beal. There's the 3. That doesn't go either for Beal.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Now here's Dragic. Griffin with the steal. Left side, Wall. Beal with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Goodrich against Allen. Here's Embiid, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Nene.
It's a good job from the foul line here. They'll need to continue to convert their chances in order to get back in it.
For Memphis, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Right now,
that's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Allen's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Goodrich dishes to Nene. Nails the baby hook. Nene's got 4 points this quarter.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Beal. Excellent D there from Goodrich. Washington leading now by 8. Nene, the screen. Goodrich with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. No good from Dragic. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now Wall. Griffin kicks to Beal. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Bird, he's checked in for Memphis. Then for the Wizards, Williams, he's checked in for Millsap. Andre Robertson comes in for Dominique Wilkins. And Jones subbed in for Goodrich. And that one misses.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Jones kicks to Williams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. That's good from Williams. He's perfect from the line this time.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Wall is screen on Jones. Bird, the pass to Wall. And another miss by Memphis.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. To the inside, taken away by Williams. Dragic with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. He used that pick to perfection. Dragic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Wall. Here's Griffin. No good, unable to end this run. To the paint, here's Dragic. Rejected by Wall. Out to Bird. Memphis moving that ball around. Griffin sets the screen for Beal. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Dragic dishes to Nene. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after the basket by Washington. On the clock. No good from Bird. Here's Roberson. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Wizards lead by 15. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Goran, just a quick question before you head off to the locker room. Is the varied offensive attacks the team has succeeded with tonight key to this nice lead?
Yeah, you know, if every player on the court is dangerous for basket, then it's much easier for us, you know. And for defense, it's tough.
All 5 guys a threat, guys. Always a pleasure to watch.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be taking a look back at the first half of basketball. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Barbecue chicken. They were completely overmatched in the low post. I couldn't believe the amount of points they allowed in the paint. Wow, I thought I was out there scoring, playing basketball. They got to switch things up, get some different matchups because they are getting eaten alive. Barbecue chicken.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now we take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half call.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Dominique Wilkins.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. And on the floor for Randy Whitman as we get into the second half. We've got Goodrich. Dominique Wilkins out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Nash, and it's Jang in at the center position. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Goodrich against Allen. Offensive rebound. Here's Millsap, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That one misses for Paul Millsap. The Grizzlies shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Wall with it. Wilkins picks him up. Wall attacking. Pulls up on the wing. Washington with the rebound. Jang's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Nash can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Bird kicks to Wall. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Here's Bird. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Nash kicks to Millsap. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now here's Wall. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Wilkins. The putback.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
Outside Griffin. Inside Bird. And he drops it in from the low post. Bird's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
It's Goodrich on the wing. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
That is good. Bird's got 10.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Nash against Wall. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
The Wizards have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And, guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Bird kicks to Wall. Screened by Valanciunas. Wall against Wilkins. Clock at 6. Here's Bird. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
All right, fans, let's get up, let's get loud for your Breeze Girls.
Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second-chance points in the league. The Grizzlies, 4th.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
To the middle. It's tipped. Bird, the pass to Griffin. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Bird dishes to Allen. Good, and it's Bird picking up the assist. And that's now 11 points for Allen.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Now here's Nash. He has 5, and he gets it to go. Goodrich has got 6.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Wizards leading by 11. Pass to Millsap. Goodrich kicks it over to Nash. Millsap a screen on Wall. Nash the pass to Millsap. And again, Washington with the triple.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Now here's Bird. 14 points for him. The feed to Valanciunas. Bird dishes to Allen. 5 on the clock. Here's Griffin. And too long on the shot.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. Wall against Nash. Here's Goodrich. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his second personal foul.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for Memphis. And so he makes both from the line. The Grizzlies trail by 16. And Wall kicks to Stevenson. Screened by Valanciunas. Bird, the pass to Valanciunas.
Washington foul. His first personal foul.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
Jonas Valanciunas. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Beal's checked in. Valanciunas hits them both. Wizards leading by 14. Nash kicks to Zhang. Stolen by Bird. Beal against Wilkins. Now here's Beal. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. A chance here now for a three-point play. And that sends Valanciunas to the free throw line. Gail Goodrich picks one up.
Personal foul.
The Grizzlies have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. And that one misses. Washington's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Nash outside. From past the arc. Count that one. Nash has got 8 points.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Nice game. Great performance by Dominique Wilkins.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
All right, Memphis, you got your Grizz girls on the court. Give them a nice round of applause.
And checking out some numbers for Wall. Really been a key contributor over the past month. 4th in steals and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And back to what you said, I mean, he's stealth like a ninja. You had the ball, now you don't. And you never saw him coming.
Here's Valanciunas. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
That free throw, no good. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Wall against Goodrich. Zhang with a clean look. Again, the Wizards score.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Now here's Wall to the paint and stolen by Zhang. Goodrich kicks to Zhang. Back to Goodrich. Zhang with a screen on Wall. Here's Goodrich. No good off the front iron. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Beal dishes the Wall. Up top, Bird. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beal from long range. Rebound by Dang. Zhang's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Wilkins gets it to go.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And Wall kicks to Harris. Throws it up high, and the slam dunk by Wall.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it.
Now here's Nash. 8 points for him. And Nash gets double teamed. And Dang gets it to go. Zhang's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Beal against Wilkins. Screen by Valanciunas. Here's the screen. Beal with a screen on Millsap. Bird misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Goodrich, that's good.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
That's good. Harris has got his first bucket of the night.
Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. I mean, their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
It's Wilkins with the drive, and he gets the bucket. Wilkins has got 18 points in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Bird. 14 points for him. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bird's got 13 points in the second half.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here is Wall. 5 points in the game. There's the pick. Inside, here's Bird, and the rejection by Zhang.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
And here's Nash. 8 points for him. Off the screen, it's hauled in by Harris.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Wall. They trail by 16. Harris a screen on Wilkins. The pass to Wall. Screen by Valanciunas. Shot from the wing. Over Zhang. No good from Valanciunas. Washington's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Now Goodrich. He's got 10. He sinks the 11-footer. Goodrich has got 9 points in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Wall. He's got 5. Screened by Valanciunas. Three-pointer, Bird, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
Goodrich passes to Millsap. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Harris with it. Guarded now by Nash. 20 seconds left in the third. Bird kicks to Valanciunas. That's good. Valanciunas has got 9.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Dang, and he banks in the layup. And the Wizards lead by 15.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Wall.
What a shot! The fans are loving it, Kevin. What a shot!
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Washington out in front. They lead by 12. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Dragic with it. We've got Joel Embiid. Wall out there with Allen. Then there's Griffin. And it's Beal in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here's Jones. The Grizzlies making the shot, and that one's good.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Wall. There's the pick. Beal dishes to Embiid. And the layup's good off the glass. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Wall against Dragic. Nice move. And the layup is good.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Grizzlies shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And Wall kicks to Beal. It's Allen, top of the key. Embiid the screen. Allen with the screen for Wall. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Fires the 3. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Washington leading now by 12. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Kept alive, Williams. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
First personal foul. Shooting for Memphis, Derek Williams. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Jang, he's checked in for Nene. And the second free throw, good. So it's the Grizzlies now. It's a 13-point game. Wall against Dragic. And stolen by Jang. Kicks it to Robertson. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 4 assists in the game.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now, here's Wall. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Embiid. Nice work on the board. Just paying off with the basket.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Up top, Dragic, covered by Wall. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Taking 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. The Wizards making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. And he can't hit the second.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
Now here's Jones, following the miss by Griffin. Outside, Jones. He feeds it to Jang. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. And the Wizards lead by 15.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
There's the screen. Millsap with the steal. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And it's Dragic off the drive. And Tang gets it to go.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And the Grizzlies with possession here after the basket by Washington. And another miss by Memphis. Wizards leading by 17. Dragic with it. He's picked up by Wall. Millsap a screen on Wall. Back to Millsap. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 6th assist on the night.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Here's Embiid, and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Joel Embiid. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line.
Some great play by Joel Embiid tonight. He has 8 points and also a block shot.
And here are the Wizards now. They're on a 13-5 run here. It's Dragic with the drive, and Embiid with the block. Beal the pass to Wall. He dishes it to Embiid, takes it from 10, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Washington leading now by 18. And Roberson kicks to Dragic. Here's Jones, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Fellas, that 2-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Here is Wall after the basket by Washington. The open shot by Beal. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his 4th personal foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Paul Millsap taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw.
Millsap playing well. 11 rebounds and a couple of nice steals, too. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there.
Here's Roberson, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Andre Roberson. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. Larry Bird's checked in for the Grizzlies. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Dragic against Wall. Embiid the screen. It's Allen on the wing. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Dang. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Gorgie Dang. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Embiid. Wilkins is checked in for the Wizards. Nash comes in for Goran Dragic. And Jang drops them both. And for Memphis, they're shooting for the game at 42%. Now here's Wall. On the wing, Bird. Valanciunas with a screen on Wilkins. Here's Griffin. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Griffin's got 4 this quarter.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Wilkins can't get it to go.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession, almost like they were just giving up on the play.
Goodrich is checked in for Washington. Wizards leading by 18. Nash outside. It's Wilkins on the wing. Bird covering. Wilkins draws the double. The open shot. Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. 18 points for Millsap.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it.
Now here's Millsap following the miss by John Wall.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
Yeah, I'd echo that. I mean, we're witnessing something special here today, Greg.
Now here's Wall. Wall with another miss.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Nash dishes to Goodrich. Wilkins passes to Millsap. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's on Larry Bird.
Shooting for Memphis, Paul Millsap. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now here's Wall. Pulls it from the elbow. Wall with another miss.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Millsap a screen. Passes it to Wilkins. And he goes in for the dunk.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
Now here's Wall. Here's Valanciunas. Rebound by Dang. Washington has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Millsap. It's rebounded by Memphis. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And Wall kicks to Griffin. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Allen dishes to Griffin. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Excellent night from Griffin. He's got 12 rebounds, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
The free throw drops for Griffin. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Wizards leading by 21. Here's Goodrich. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
And here's Wall. Picked by Griffin. Off the screen. Rebound, Washington. Wilkins has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
Now here's Nash. Left side Wilkins. 6 to shoot. Here's Goodrich. From outside, off the mark.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Wall. Here we go now. And he gets it to go.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Washington's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Wizards.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Nash. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Valanciunas. Dominique Wilkins making his last shot there. Shot, high post. Hits the front of the rim and out. Washington controlling the game. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
The shot is off. Excellent D there from Allen. And Wall kicks to Griffin. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. They get Dominique Wilkins. Well, he holds the reins to this team, and we're seeing some examples, guys.
And that's the kind of take-charge leadership that every team desperately needs.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Nash. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Goran Dragic, and what's been the key to your success tonight and in general for the team of late?
In the last 2 games, everybody is playing for each other. We're sharing the ball. We are active in defense, and we run. I think so. Last 2 games, that was the key. Everybody was involved. Everybody was shooting the ball well, and here's the result.
Sharing is contagious. Goran, thanks for your time. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to take a quick peek at our Jordan Player of the Game. What are your thoughts, Shaq?
He was completely in sync with the whole team tonight. And you can see that in the assist numbers, which were spectacular, I might add. It's hard to imagine him having a better night passing the basketball. Man.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.